The ultimate fresh and fit takedown. Let's watch a little bit of it.
Men that are bosses want a woman that's submissive and gonna follow their program. There can't be two bosses.
If you as a man need a woman as your partner who is submissive and just goes along with whatever you say,
if you need a submissive woman,
you're not an alpha. You're not a high value man. You're an insecure little fucking bitch.
You see how you could always just tell what the fuck someone thinks by the way they look?
Who has convinced himself that you're an alpha male. You're a beta's view of an alpha male.
Talking to other people, being attractive, or even women put their looks forward.
Okay, first of all, maybe for some women, but again, this doesn't speak for all women. And it's almost a vicious cycle because it's like you have a really shallow view of women, and so the type of women you attract are shallow women.
Hey, it's mini destiny, bro. But more soy.
And then those shallow women further your view that women are shallow. And
it's not shallow to be beautiful. If you want to date an ugly bitch that's talking a lot, go ahead, but most guys don't.
It's a vicious cycle. You're a shallow piece of shit.
I'm a shallow piece of shit. Hunter Avalon. Yo, if you more alpha than me, yo, pull up, bro. If you more alpha, bro, what's up, bro? What's up? You talking a lot of smack.
So you attract other shallow pieces of shit.
Bro, what?
This isn't speaking for all women. The fact that these are the only types of women you've engaged with is arguably a fat L for you.
That I want to fuck with bad bitches? So good-looking women are pieces of shit and guys who want good-looking women are pieces of shit?
Fresh and fit. For those of you who are unfamiliar, I apologize because I'm about to expose you to this horrific content. Fitting for Halloween, it's time to get spooky. Now, Fresh and Fit is a podcast ran by two dudes. I guess one guy is named Fresh and the other is named Fit.
Hey, you figured it out.
And they talk about men's issues. They are more or less the king of the red pill right now, going along on YouTube.
He's gonna debunk it, but can we just be honest? Would you rather have Fresh and Fit talk about men's issues or this guy? 1 for Fresh and Fit, 2 for this guy. It's just that simple. This is a 52-minute video. What do you think? Hunter Avalon, you're gonna watch this. It's really just look at you. Would you rather 1 Fresh and Fit or 2 this guy? And my audience isn't biased. A lot of them criticize Fresh and Fit. It's just, or someone like Andrew Tate or someone like me. Should we talk about men's issues or you? 2.
There's hundreds of thousands of views, very popular. And before we even jump into this, I want to talk a little bit about why I believe they're so popular. And it's because, and this is something the red pill community does quite often, which is they will take legitimate and real issues that men have. Because men have unique challenges.
Ladies, this one's for you.
Especially nowadays, there are more and more men that are single or living alone or even still living at their parents' house. And men are not getting as far as they used to. At least not as soon as they used to. There are problems that men are experiencing right now that are unique to men. And Fresh and Fit and the other red pill types will talk about these problems, but then the solutions they offer are just atrocious. They will give...
Bro, he has literally the exact same speaking cadence as Destiny.
A big spiel about how men have it this way, or it's really hard for guys here, but then all of a sudden, it usually boils down to women bad. Now, I could be wrong.
No, you don't get it. We love women. Chat, type it, put a W if we love women. We love women. I want to be in a relationship with them. I want to hug them. I want to buy them shit. I want to get some yamin. We love women, but they're being brainwashed by guys like you because you, Hunter Avalon, think that you know anything about this subject, and this is what gets pushed on YouTube, and I'm here talking about it on Rumble.
Wrong, because we haven't actually gone through a bunch of the content yet, but generally speaking, from my previous experience with red pill talking points, it's almost always like men have this hard, men are tough with this, struggling for men, women bad. We have several different videos, short
Brainwashing bad. Women are great.
little clips here that we are going to go over today by Fresh and Fit. And I think the first one we'll start with is the truth about the war on masculinity.
Tristan, why does mainstream society work so hard to shame guys for doing what they wanted?
Bro, we were in Bucharest, bro. Myron smoked way too... Bro, Myron's a cop, so he's not used to smoking weed. And he was talking like this the whole podcast. And right after this, Tristan got super sick. I don't know what the hell was in the
Dude, their natural instinct. We don't shame women for being hypergamous and picking the best guys. Why?
You know what? I think it's...
So even at the beginning here, this clip, we have a presupposition that's completely unfounded. Why is society so set on shaming guys for doing what they want?
You're exactly doing that. You just did that. How do you not see that, Hunter Avalon? You just said, I'm a piece... You better make me clap like a fucking gay guy, man. Bomboka. You said that I'm a piece of shit and I'm shallow for wanting to fuck bad bitches who look good. And the bitches who want to fuck guy alpha males are shallow pieces of shit, and you're on a moral high ground because I want to talk about their personality. You fucking dummy. You just proved his point.
What are you talking about? Men can do what they want. Usually it's you people that are...
You just said I'm a piece of shit!
...are shaming women for doing what they want, if what they want to do...
You just shamed me! You see it? Do you see it?
...do is pursue a career. So already I'm confused, but...
Women don't want to pursue a career, dummy! Women want to be the nurturer. Women want to raise a family. They want to be at home. They don't want to be mechanics. They don't want to be plumbers. They don't want to be in an army. Oh, God. This is why I'm banned on every platform and this shit runs wild.
Okay.
It's just destroying the masculinity of men, and I don't want to make this podcast too political.
Please go.
But destroying
Whatever you want to say.
destroying the masculinity of men is very important if you want to have a society where you can easily control everybody. I think it's the reason why a certain brother of mine was deleted.
So
That's why I'm deleted. That's why Andrew's deleted. And this is why this dude thinks he knows about men's issues. Because they want us to all be controlled and weak and...
getting rid of masculinity is easy for controlling society. Right off the bat, he is implying that something or someone or some entity or cabal is working together to get rid of masculinity.
It's worked. It's working. How are you not looking in the viewfinder of your camera and not seeing how it's working? This podcast, I think, was removed. The podcast that Fresh and Fit did with Andrew and Bucharest got removed. I got deleted when I was here.
So they can control the masses. Masculinity in and of itself is a social construct.
What? What?
How, Sway?
Masculinity is a social construct? 10 push-ups right now. 10 push-ups right now so that we don't end up like this, bro. I'm sick of this, bro.
We as a society have determined what behavior we are going to consider masculine and what we aren't.
Hunter Avalon, you're watching this. Do you genuinely think that you're a masculine individual? I'm never calling myself an alpha male. But do you think that you've embraced your masculinity?
Masculinity changing is not the result of some evil cabal or some woke elites or whatever trying to erode the masculinity.
That's exactly what it is.
That's not how this works. So
It's working.
who is doing this and who's benefiting and who's trying to take over society by getting rid of the big masculine guys?
The big tech elites that have all the money, all the power, and control all information, all the media right now. You're seeing it happening right now. How are you blind to this?
certain brother of mine was deleted everywhere on social media because he tries to tell young men to live in a way that's very true to male nature and very masculine, but also...
So he's obviously talking about Andrew Tate. This guy sounds kind of like Andrew Tate. It's kind of creepy. But
It's his brother, Bro, what? It's creepy that he sounds like his brother?
no, Andrew Tate wasn't deleted because he said just be true to yourself, guys. You know, My Little Pony, Care Bears, it's all love and hugs over here. No, it was because, like what you said, he told them to live by their masculine nature, which included talking about how women are property.
Isn't necessarily what the people in charge of the world want. They want malleable slaves paying their
The people in charge of the world. This is what I'm talking about, by the way, where there are so many little signals to the JQ. Sometimes they just go right past you. You don't even notice it, but like the people in charge of the world.
The people who have all the money. Do we gotta spell it out for you? The people who control information, who run shit, who make all the decisions and decide that I need to get banned and people like you are untrending.
What does that mean?
Bro,
Who
it's-
is in charge of the world?
People with the money.
What? Is there like a global president?
Yeah. I can talk about this now. I'm not in YouTube. The World Economic Forum, the globalist agenda, people behind the scenes who control the money and treat the government officials like puppets. People like BlackRock. People with all the money. Make all the decisions, pull all the strings. It's not that fucking complicated, bro. I'm not sure about the gender pronouns of bio yet. I'm going to check right now, though.
He's signaling to the JQ. Even if he's not intentionally doing so, neo-Nazis can watch this.
Come on. Okay. I didn't jack it, but former conservative turned social democrat. Gender pronouns on Twitter? I didn't say it. I didn't say it. I wasn't sure. He didn't seem like he'd be. Okay. He didn't. But yeah.
And say, yeah, the people in charge of the world. Who are those people? Jews. That's what they would say. Some will say they're wealthy, they're the elites. But I don't understand who is in charge of the world and how getting rid of masculinity is somehow going to make it easier for them to take control.
What is hard to, like, if you have powerful, strong men, then they can test the powers that be. If they don't, if they got people like you'll listen to whatever the fuck they say.
taxes, stuck in a sexist marriage with a wife who they can't divorce because they'll lose their house, with kids who don't respect them, and if they leave their wife, they have no access to their children. The laws are very skewed in a way to keep men slaving away and working and paying their taxes to provide for women who don't care about them, because that's the most beneficial way to run an economy.
Why are you just assuming that the woman doesn't care about him? What? Again, so much of this red pill commentary
In a feminist world, the woman feels like she's the prize and she doesn't have to care for her man.
sounds like it's just coming from guys who had a really bad breakup in high school.
This is what they say every single time. Toxic, problematic, insecure, gay. Oh, you just went through a breakup, so now you're spitting red pill? Pay attention to the same tactics they all use, bro.
And they're just still not over it.
They don't want guys out here, making money through programs like.
And you know what's funny? It's not like these guys went through a bad breakup. I was there in Bucharest with them. Bro, all three of these guys right here, except for this dude over here, get bitches. And I want to put it on record because I even had personal friends of mine be like, yo, Fresh doesn't get bitches. Fresh gets bitches. Tristan has like 20 girlfriends on command. It's incredible to look at. They're in love with him. Myron, I know he's hard-hitting, and sometimes it doesn't seem like he could have a personality that's comfortable for women off camera. On camera, on Fresh and Fit, facts. Does not compromise for nothing. He's very anti-simping. Gets bitches, bro. Myron's got like 5-6 girlfriends that I've seen. I don't know how many he has. I don't want to go talk about his business. All of them get bitches.
Hustlers University,
Wasn't Hustlers University legitimately exposed as being nothing more than a pyramid scheme?
Bomboka!
They all say the same shit, bro.
The evil people in control of the world think that ripping people off with pyramid schemes is bad. Dun dun dun.
comes, not driving the steam engines, digging the coal, but living good lives and hanging around with a bunch of beautiful girls. They don't want that because it's not necessarily bad. It's not necessarily good for their agenda. I believe it's good for society as a whole. Because I believe.
So we have the people that rule the world, and now they all have one cohesive agenda.
Yes, to hoard all the power while we become peasants and weaker, and men become women and women become men. It's very.
I'm not saying this is the JQ. I'm just saying it could be.
Women are happier. I believe men are
Chat, what's the JQ?
happier. I believe that men can have a better selection of women, and they could find the high value ones if they meet enough and date enough. I believe that women now have access to obviously the most high value men, and they're.
Zuni said, "Thank you for the 5. Hunter's a fucking idiot. He has no knowledge of any subject he talks about. He got wrecked on Tim Pool's podcast when talking about Biden and his son's corruption. What did he say? That Hunter Biden didn't do anything?
Much happier. Did you see a single frown at my table last night? Did you see a single scowl? No, everyone had a big smile painted on their face. So everyone within this lifestyle is very happy. And to convince people that it's somehow bad is just a way of creating more slaves.
Exactly. This is what he's doing right here. And I'm telling you, Tristan, Andrew, and even, bro, it's Fresh. And I spend more time going out with Fresh than I have with Myron. Fresh, he doesn't ever have a bad day. Fresh is always chilling. New bitch every 2-3 days. Always a big booty Latina. Some white women too. Always some bad bitch that he gets on Instagram. Goes to the mall. Goes to the gym. Plays some tennis. Lays by the pool. Doesn't care. One of the most happy-go-lucky guys I've ever seen. Doesn't care, bro. He doesn't ever get upset. I don't think, bro, he's one of those guys, I don't think Fresh has cried in the past 2 years. I think he hasn't cried. And not even like one of the guys, I've never cried. I don't think Fresh has cried since the Obama administration. Tristan, Andrew are living the life, bro. And if you spend time with them like I spent time with them, you'd be like, yo, I could learn a thing or two. You guys are, I want the private jet. I want the Bugatti. I want to go to the club and get the biggest section. I want to eat at the best restaurants 3 times a day. I want to have a personal assistant drive my car to the front of the crib when I step outside. Bro. And then people like this dude are going to shame you for it.
For the Matrix. That's it. Because they don't want people being happy. They don't want people
There's no commentary that I can add here, okay? This guy thought he was taking the red pill, but he was actually just taking a bunch of Percocet. Because this guy's not making any fucking sense. They want us all enslaved in the Matrix. Dude, life isn't a movie, okay? I know you saw The Matrix once when you were really little, maybe going through your first high school breakup that you're still mad about. And it resonated with me, bruh, because it was so deep, bruh. No, we don't live in the Matrix. And nobody's trying to get us to be slaves of the Matrix, okay? I don't even know what that means, honestly.
It means that you stay compliant and you believe every fucking bullshit lie that they tell you.
Just laugh.
living lives are truly fulfilling. Because then who's going to flip the burgers? Who's going to mine the coal?
It's bad for the economy.
He'll come around, though. He'll come around.
I mean, guys like us are bad for the economy.
Yeah.
Wait, what? I don't understand. What do you mean who's going to flip the coal and do all this shit or flip the burgers or whatever? Don't you say that men are lame if they're not providers, but then you're shitting on men for working, or you're shitting on society for demanding that people work? I don't understand. So it's masculine and red-pilled to be the provider, but if you're being the provider via flipping burgers, then not good?
Oh, God. I can't listen to his voice anymore. I'm about to click off this video. But you see why he believes in this stuff.
You can hear in his voice, not flipping burgers, but no, you took the prick.
That's why you believe in this stuff, Hunter. You need to understand that you can really break down this stuff to what somebody looks like, their testosterone or their estrogen levels, to why somebody believes what they believe. It can really be that black and white. I'm not an alpha male, bro. I've never called myself that. I want to seek truth through funny. I can see through a lot of the bullshit. But very obviously, Hunter, you got to be honest. Everyone at this table has probably twice the amount of testosterone as you. That's why they can see through the bullshit. That's why they believe in traditional masculinity, and you don't. Comparatively, you're a soy boy little bitch. You know that. And if you don't think I'm right, then try to respond to that. You very clearly have less testosterone than all three of these guys sitting at the table. That's why you think what you think and they think what they think. It really just boils down to your genetic makeup.
So we've heard like nothing of substance. It's a 5-minute clip. We're nearly 4 minutes in, and we've heard nothing of substance.
But yeah, so like literally, that's a song that a rapper made that lyric up because that's a cool, kind of impressive kind of image. And I was just like, oh, by the way, this is happening at the table. Like, also, this is also happening right here, right now. So yeah, that was pretty cool.
And I want to make this very clear too, because if you guys
Okay, I'm done with this video. Wow, I thought that there was going to be like an explanation as to the war on masculinity. I guess, you know what? Maybe are these guys the war on masculinity? It's like, don't be like these guys if you want to be a real baller, man, okay? All right, well, let's move on to the next one. Brainwashed bimbo thinks biology is a lie.
I'll tell y'all this, ladies. I know women like to say that men and women are equal and everything else like that, but I mean, let's be honest here. You're not looking for a guy your height. You're
Also, shout out to Fresh and Fit one more time. Get a W in the chat. They just hit a mill. Even though all these soy boy haters try to delete them every single day.
not looking for a guy that makes as much money as you. You're not looking for a guy as strong as you. You're not looking for a guy that have as much confidence as you. You want a man.
So instantly we have the dumb fuck straw man. You want say that men and women are equal, but you
want to say men and women are equal, but
want a guy who's taller than you. Do you think when people say that men and women are equal, they mean like there is literally no difference between the biological makeup of a female
That's what equal means, dummy.
and a male? Do you think that's what they're saying, honestly? No, they're saying that women are equal to men in the sense that they are both autonomous human beings with a capacity to think and process decisions and
Differently. Because of our genetic makeup.
they have sentience and the ability to
they have sentience and their ability.
Bro, your voice is just grating on my ears. Nasi AE said, bro, no one wakes up and says, oh, I want to be like Hunter. Case closed. Hunter, you know that's true. No young boy wants to be like you. That's why you have superheroes, you have action figures of extremely buff guys. Guys look up to athletes, winners. Every role model for a man when we're younger is an alpha male. You aren't that. Bottom line, you have in your bio that you used to be a Republican and now you're a social democrat. You spend all your time on Twitter and you just have less testosterone. Like, if you just accept the fact that you want something that's different, you don't speak for most men.
navigate their own life, and the law should recognize them as equal people. That's what that's saying. Obviously, there are differences between males and females. Dipshit. No fucking shit. But that's not the argument. The argument is simply that men and women should be treated equally within the legal system and within society.
And who's better than you?
No, they shouldn't be treated equally in society if we are different. We have different roles and we offer different things. By the law, we're treated equally in the West, bro.
Everything. So quite frankly, you're not looking for an equal, you're looking for a superior. Men and women are not the same whatsoever. We're very different. And since we're different, we can never be equal. So I think this is a lie that feminism...
Oh my god. Because we're different, we can never be equal. Yep, you know what?
That makes perfect sense, bro.
It's true, guys. Unless everybody is like a carbon copy, then they cannot be equal. You realize the danger
He said, "Why you sound like SpongeBob."
of this logic, homeboy? You realize that I could say, well, you know, white and black people are different.
Homeboy sounded racist.
White people are white and black people are black. Because we are different, we can never be equal. Sorry, MLK. Racial equality debunked. Like, really? Does he realize how fucking shallow this quote-unquote logic is? It could just apply to virtually anything. You don't know human is the same. Every human is different from the other human. Well, everybody's different. How can we all be equal? You can recognize human beings as a category and treat them equally within the law and general society. It's not that hard, buddy.
tells women that we are equal. The reality is we are
equal because we people anyway. Like that.
I mean, from a humanity standpoint,
you got a dick and I gotta like what?
You see how you just made the same argument as this girl?
Pussy, whatever. Like it ain't like so. What?
On a human level, we are
so
equal.
what?
Yeah.
Like how?
Here's the thing.
He word for word just said the same thing she said, and she got kicked out actually for being rude.
That's what I'm saying. Like
that
how
does
does
not mean
that make you different? Like,
it
I don't
makes
get
us
it.
extremely different.
How?
The fact that I have a penis and you have a vagina, that's
How?
for one. That makes us very different because
How?
we view the world differently. We have different biological urges. We have different biological strategies. And if anything, our biological strategies compete with one another. They're adversarial. So Because like men want to have sex with as many girls as possible, women want to have sex with the best guy possible. We're very different.
This isn't actually necessarily true. There are plenty of men who are more than content having sex with one partner who they are married to. In order to buy into this red pill crap, you need to have an incredibly low opinion of women and men to begin with. You know, men, they literally think with their penis, bro. Like, you're doing the fucking stereotype.
Just admit it. You have less testosterone than anyone sitting at this table. You want to fuck less. That's okay. You're a soy boy.
Men just think about one thing. That's you guys. That's you right now.
Different. Why are you shaking your head? Do you want to run around and have sex with a bunch of dudes?
Who said that?
Do you?
That's literally what I just stated. Do you want to have sex with a bunch of dudes?
Nobody. Okay, but okay.
Please answer the question, yes or no. Do you want to have sex with a bunch of dudes?
If I feel like it, maybe. I don't feel like
Dude,
it. No,
Listen, no, right?
Like
you want to find the best guy and settle down eventually and have a family, right?
Maybe, yeah.
At some point.
At some point.
You want to have sex with one guy and have kids with him?
At some point.
Okay, so that's what I'm trying to say. A man, though, wants to have sex with as many women as possible. So we're very different. That's what I mean.
This isn't even true.
She doesn't understand what I'm
To you. Don't speak for all men, bro. You don't speak for men. Look at you.
saying.
Why is he just assuming this? He's just assuming it. Okay, yeah. Who needs a brain when you have a dick, I guess? Okay.
No, I do understand what you're saying, but how does that make you like?
That makes us not equal.
That makes us not equal.
All right.
I think we're equal.
You don't know what equality means in the context of saying
GDM was trolling the whole time, bro. But look, tell him to give me my Cartier's back.
men and women are equal. Holy shit. What do you think? Are they really stupid?
Because you're looking at it like you're like men and women are equal. I'm not saying that one person is better than the other. Okay, I'm just saying that we're different. I'm just saying we're very different. We're better at different things. It just so happens the things that build the world, men are better at.
What?
I mean, that's a fact.
The chair you're
The
sitting
thing
in,
is this.
the table
This
is
is blowing his mind right now, bro. He thinks just like all the women on this panel.
25
What? Wait. Buddy, what builds a society is partially, at least, childbirth. You can't do that without a female.
Yeah, I know. Nobody's discrediting that.
So how is it men are better at doing what the things necessary to build a society? First of all,
Okay, when you say building a society, you're talking about literally building it. Of course. Childbirth is one of the most beautiful things a woman could do.
if you're going to appeal to history, women were put in a place where they didn't even have a fucking choice to try and contribute to the building of society. Second of all, males have testosterone, so yes, on average, they are
You don't.
going to be physically stronger, but physical strength does not always translate to your off building skyscrapers in your city. I don't even know what he's talking about right now. Men are better at doing stuff that builds societies, okay? You can't build a society without people, and you can't make people without a male and a female. So what are you gonna do now, pal?
You don't see how you thought you made a great point, but you just agreed.
5% of inventions were made by men. Women don't build society, men do.
Oh my god, he's unironically appealing to this. You realize, dude, for the last like hundreds of years, women would have to put male names on their publications in order to even be recognized? If a woman invented something, she had virtually no outlet to even get that invention known or out. Because women were seen as second-class citizens. Women were not taken seriously. It was, oh, a woman has this idea. Yeah, whatever the fuck you're talking about. Okay, go make some mashed potatoes, bitch. Like, that was the norm back then. You cannot appeal to history to say that men are better because men made more inventions when men were in a privileged position where they had the ability to not only make inventions, but also get their
And they still don't. And they still have the ability to.
inventions out and known while women were not. Perfect logic right here, guys. This is like saying, you know, men are better swimmers. Did you look back in the 1950s? A man swam across the entire pool
Men are still better swimmers. What do you...
while the girl nearly drowned. But you leave out the fact that the girl was like handcuffed with her hands behind her back and had her legs tied up and had like a gag in her mouth. And then you just point out the fact that the man was able to swim across the pool, but the woman wasn't. You're like, yeah, men, you know, they're just the best swimmers, bro. Just leave out any of the context. Okay.
the chair,
That's a
the
fact.
table.
Are you genuinely trying to say that now that women have equal rights, that they're just as good as swimmers as men? Are you really... he's just. What was that whole point? Could someone dissect his chat? Are they buying this?
Women
The light
weren't even
power.
allowed
Women what?
to build anything.
Okay, women are allowed now. Why are they still not involved in engineering,
Building.
math,
Build right
technology,
now.
etc.?
I'm not
There's
gonna
more
lie.
educated women now than ever before. Why are
I'm
women
not
still
gonna
not?
lie. That's why I majored in computer science, because I feel like, first of
Merch.
all, that's like the biggest demand.
First of all, why are women not involved in these things? You realize that
Women have not had the opportunity.
years and years, decades, centuries of oppression where women were not taken seriously and seen as lesser than still has an accumulated effect nowadays. It's not just like, oh, well, now women are equal and suddenly a million new inventions are going to pop out. That's not how this works, dude. Women are not pursuing scientific fields because those fields are still perceived as being much more male and masculine. Women, more often than not, when they're growing up, aren't encouraged to pursue those.
God. So do you admit we just skipped the whole part where we were talking about how men and women are built different, and now you're gonna say that women are not encouraged to? Chad, can we just skip this? It's just every single brainwashed bot talking point. I want to skip ahead a little bit to this part. He goes to another video.
At a partner, and then I watched this clip, I'd be like, holy shit, I need to literally stay in my house. I will never allow anybody who even looks feminine, okay? No femboys even allowed in my fucking house, because God knows how soon I'll be falsely accused of rape. It's unironically just them making incels. It's like the recipe. Is that the recipe for inceldom?
Oh, yeah. Just like Lasanabi, just like every single... Do you see the copy and paste with every single soy boy that tried to... Well, I mean, I got canceled. All of them that made the commentary videos about me. Incel. It's copying. It's working. The elite agenda is working.
Just bitterness, sexism, and fresh and fit. Stir it all together with your little mixer and kablam. You have a fucking ugly ass incel. This
Oh, yeah. They call you an incel.
video is called
But God forbid you call a woman a whore or a slut. Incel's just the inverse. Incel, it's involuntary. You're shaming a man for not having any sex, but calling a woman a slut is shaming her for having too much sex. But she chooses how many people she fucks. An incel wants to fuck. This is the problem.
they want to shame traditional women by saying this. So first question I'm going to ask, of course, is who's they?
Because I get what you're saying. You're saying, because you're just making a bunch of mental gymnastics for like why being a pick-me is bad. But the reality is like pick-me is a shaming term that women use on women that are able to attract and retain a man long-term because they do what that man wants. That is how you keep a man.
If I was a high value man, no, be honest. If I had 6 million subscribers, 2 million on IG with a check mark, be honest, you'll be on my dick. But you're not. But since I have 30K in the bank right now, that I've been saving up for the last 15 years, since I only have 1,000 on IG, y'all not fucking with me. So you know what? I'm gonna get in my
I
bag.
like how every video clip we've seen, they just can't help themselves but expose their despicably low and shallow opinion they have of women.
You're so stupid, bro.
I really like that, actually. They can't even do a single little clip without telling on themselves, yeah, every woman would be fucking me if I had a blue check mark. Yeah, dude, that's totally how it works, you know? Woman's not that into you, and then one day you're like, hey, bitch, I have a blue check mark. That's right, blue, and it's a check.
Okay, well, you get seen more in the DMs. They just like to ignore. I can't even.
So maybe you should start checking me out.
You're not funny.
Next thing you know, she's all over you, making out.
Listen. I'm really on. The majority of the time I'm on y'all side because it's true. I know how women act.
All right, let's go.
We ain't gonna act. I know how women act. I know how women when we go out and what we do, man. Yes. Because then you're gonna talk to your friends. You're gonna talk to your girls and be like, girl, he ain't got.
Everyone's saying skip. Yeah, I can't do it anymore. He just mad that he doesn't get any. Well, yeah, he was calling us incels.
This is literally the way to... Oh my god, like how do they even say that? But I don't get it.
That's your job.